everybody, and welcome back. So, I've been getting comments in the comments section that that the music is kind of loud. Hopefully, this works. And the reason why I kind of had the music parallel to my voice, or like on equal volumes or similar volumes, is because that's just my musician sort of slash music production kind of thing, because everything, when I do the mixing, everything has to be leveled out, and nothing is supposed to be dominant. Yeah, you know what I mean. But besides that, a lot of people are feeling very, very discouraged and not feeling like they're important. And the problem is that that's not true. You are important. Otherwise, you wouldn't exist. And you need to know that you're a godsend. Here's why. I hope you chose by now, and we're gonna go on to pile number one. Pile number one, how are you? And I want to. How have you been? I apologize for the late upload and here, but we need to understand and know that you need to know, most of all, that you are a godsend. Here's why. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief in new plans, relocation, or travel. King of Michael, wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. Okay. Committed romantic relationships. Time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want. Oh, I like what this is going here. Three of Gabriel, prosperity arising from wise planning. Ten of Gabriel, ask your angels for helpful, enlighten your load, work too many hours. Two of Gabriel, be bold and make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Okay, I'm starting to understand this a lot. You are very, very, very wise. And not only are you wise in terms of what goes around you, but in terms of how to pursue life in many things. And you know what? That's very, very, very helpful to the world around us, because a lot of pop culture and just a lot of pop culture and the way we do things, at least in the United States, is just, oh, you know what, just wing it and you're gonna be fine, sort of thing. Now that works up to a certain extent and on certain circumstances. However, a lot of stuff needs to be planned out. You know what I mean? And the thing is that it's not wise to just wing it all the time. If you have nothing to lose, then yeah, wing it. However, if you're trying to make a decision, or or you're kind of like that could change your life for better or for worse. For example, if you're feeling tempted to get back at somebody and you're kind of vindictive, the thing is that you understand that those are just momentary emotions, and in the grand scheme of things, it's just gonna backfire. So what do you do in not just not just doing that, but you plan out for your future, you make wise choices, and you do stay away from a lot of toxic people because you're familiar with toxic energies. You very, very much are familiar with it. Maybe you're just like polluted with it inside and out, meaning that like you're riddled with toxicity, but you carry that toxicity in you, and I don't mean in a bad way, but from other people's toxicity. It's almost like you're infected by it, and so because you're infected by it, figuratively speaking, you're psychologically affected by it, and this could and the thing is that could lead to not very wise choices, especially when you're in survival mode. But also in survival mode, it's very good to understand that it's great to make wise choices and not to get back at and just to move forward and just like whatever helps you prosper. And the thing is that committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, and that's the thing, you are, even though you go through all of this, you are a very romantic person. You are very loving and caring, and love and care goes a long way and actually encourages wisdom. It's because of love. You have to know this. People who are love, who really, really love, who have pure love inside their hearts and souls, are some of the wisest people I've ever known. The most unwise and the people who do some of the most ridiculous and regretful, remorseful, and stupidest decisions doesn't make them stupid, but they didn't make the best, wisest decisions and it cost them dearly. Those are people who have hate in their hearts, and it might not be like hate towards you or towards the world, but hate towards themselves as well. Because I know that I have had people in my personal life that they have this irrational discouragement towards themselves, and it doesn't permit them to progress, and ergo they placate to that pain and to that suffering instead of using that as ammunition to go above and beyond, and to make better choices and say, hey, I don't want to be like this. The thing is that wise people use their pain as empowerment. They empower the adversity in their lives. And not so wise people, I won't say out stupid, but at least ignorant, at least in terms of energies, they tend to dismiss and basically victimize themselves because of all of that. And the thing is that even if they do, that doesn't make them bad people. They just have very low self-esteem. But the thing is that I've known people like that to have even good hearts towards others, just not good hearts towards themselves, which is very discouraging. because what you bring upon to yourself is what you bring upon to others. And the thing is that you're very strong. You don't let any of the outside noise or the discouragement phase you in any manner. If anything, you use that as fuel. Sometimes y'all might get a high out of it, because it's like, yeah, this encourages me to go to do even better. And sometimes that's just like amazing. You know how to recycle energies. Angel of glory. I sing praise and glory to the source or all that is life. Okay. Guardian angel of spiritual growth. Angel of mercy. Divine mercy gives me peace and tender and accepting. Angel of the essence of love. Oops. Angel of peace. It's starting to become a lot more clear. Sorry for that. Hit my arm on the window. Guardian angel of health. And angel of serenity. Okay, now this is why you're a godsend. You are glorious. Like, you seek glory and you are already glory. And the thing is that you are, and not only that, you know how to teach people and coach people and guide them for their spiritual growth, and you help people grow basically, and you're growing. You know how to grow. You're riddled with mercy, and you give a lot of love and peace to the ones around you. And you know what? Not many people do that. They don't. They can't actually. Peace, health. You make people a lot better psychologically and emotionally. You persevere in life, and even though you've gone through a lot of pain and heartache, they empathize with that, and it's like, okay, yeah, but it goes beyond this. This is what I've learned and throughout my suffering, and they start learning from you. They start observing you. They start they might end up being jealous because they wish to be you in some shape or form, or at least have one of your capabilities. But the thing is that you just shine this light to people. You bring this to them. And that's, if you're being overlooked because of this, these people don't know what they're missing. Playfulness. You deserve love. Love yourself first. This could be the one. Romantic feelings. Give your relationship a chance. Pay attention to the red flags. Another thing that you have to understand about being a godsend is that these describe your characters. You're very playful. You are a lovable being. You're all you have a lot of self respect, and you know how to teach people how to have self respect. You empower them. And sometimes you might try to empower their aura, but then they confuse that with you. You might end up stroking their egos. You know what I mean? And that young souls tend to do that. And the thing is that you just absolutely know how to give your heart. Like, this could be the one. You're very committed to what you do and who you're with, whether if it's friendships, romantic relationships. I understand that these are romantic angel cards, but I also apply them to other things as well. Give your relationship a chance, and pay attention to the red flags. I mean, like, you're very observant, and not a lot of people are observant. They just go with what sounds or feels good. And you're not that. Even though you're very, and that's what makes you wise. You're patient. Even though you have a youthful, loving soul, you know what love is, and ergo, you're not running around just to feel that love high. You know what I mean? And the thing is that you teach and coach people how to be like this, and this is it's very much a breath of fresh air. That's what you very much are. You are a breath of fresh air, pile number one. Very much so. And you should embrace that you are. Because, I mean, you just bring a ray of happiness and light to people's lives, and you are spiritually disciplined. And you've been through the hurt. You've been through the hurt, and you've been through the chaos, and you spread all of your wisdom, the knowledge of that, to others. You do know how to love. You do know how to be a good friend. You do know how to be dedicated. You do know a lot of things that not a lot of people know. And that's amazing. Give yourself credit where credit is due here, pile number one. Be joyful. Be happy when you see love around you, and when, like magic, love comes. Be joyful for others when good things happen for them, and watch how joy will flow into your own life. Give with all your heart, and your heart will always receive in return. Now, this is what not just what you have, but what you share with others. That you are, again, you spread a lot of loving and caring and strong messages. You are very, very, very influential, especially for people who do not feel the greatest. When they're at their low points, you know how to trigger them to get them to their high points. And that's just, we need more people like that, because so many people, like, look what's going on. We're being ashamed of everything. We're ashamed of what we look like. We're ashamed of our life choices. We're ashamed of, as long as it's, like, I should say, non-harmful life choices. We're we're being judged for every little minuscule thing, what we like, what we look like, what we are, who we are sometimes. And you know what? You go above and beyond that. It's like saying, hey, you know what? It doesn't need to be like that. That's where the youthful, young spiritual things come. That's where this comes from. The young spiritual growth, the spiritual growth. And how you know what it's like to grow like that, because you've grown aware that you don't need to be divisive and all that stuff. You do have a wonderful head on your shoulders, pile number one. You absolutely do. And don't let go of that. Don't let go of that. You know what love is. Not a lot of people do. Okay, thank you so very much. We will go on to pile number 2 now. Pile number 2, how are you? I hope your week's been going well, but you need to know why you are a godsend, okay? You absolutely are, and you need to know why. Knight of Gabriel, confident, enthusiastic, courageous, charismatic. Ooh, I like that. 10 of Michael, a situation has ended and you are finally free. Knight of Michael, time to move quickly. I love how it's like time to take action and great passion for a cause. I love this thus far. Do what you love. Time for personal growth in your career and artistic endeavors. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, forgiveness. Yes, indeed. That's actually something not a lot of people have. Peace. Release the past. There's a more enriching future coming. The Lovers, make choices from your heart. Pile number 2, you are absolutely a godsend. Because the thing is that you know how to move on, and you're very optimistic, and you're very, very, very strong. You do and take action to like what you believe in, whether if it's love or a cause or something. Anything actually. You are a very much a loving peacemaker. And the thing is that peacemakers are some of the most strong people, strong beings that you can ever imagine. They've gone through heartaches. They've tons of stuff has ended in their lives, whether it's careers or relationships of any sort, and they've just gone through, or just like they've gone through a hard childhood. The thing is that you're very proactive, and you know the life and the struggles of all of this. So I mean, the thing is that, and in all these scenarios, and you don't bring that stuff upon others. You don't bring your heartache, and you don't bring all your garbage passed on to others. If anything, you use that as ammunition to love, because it's like, okay, I mean, like, isn't it funny? Like, when we're familiar with one thing, we actually know what the opposite is. Like, if you were grown up being ostracized, or having like a not so stable family, or having not being treated the same, you've been riddled with hate and jealousy, and just people were just not the best to you. I mean, but you've encountered one or two people that coach you what love was, and it's like, even sometimes in order to love, you need to know what hate is and what it feels like, because then that's when love is like the most impactful and understanding to others. They understand the opposition. It's like, why do you think a lot of people these days tend to be very hypersensitive and be more prone to hate, and sometimes even want to hate? It's because they've been riddled with love. Not all the time, but and so not everyone. Okay, I don't speak for a lot of people, but I know that a lot of people, a lot of hate groups, and a lot of people who do have hate have a lot of it stems from a lot of care. So they do love in a different way. They love the cause, but the thing is that how should I say this? It's they love the cause, but they don't understand that they are hating. You kind of know what I mean? But the thing is that it's just love is the most powerful thing ever. And that's what the thing is that you're extremely powerful. There are a lot of people, that's where I was going. There are a lot of people who hate because they have tons of love. They were coddled a lot. And when they finally face hate or some form of resistance, they become hateful. Just like someone who is riddled with hate discovers hate, they're riddled with love more often than not. Maybe not, and it's kind of like a yin and yang. Yin and yang, actually. That's how it's pronounced. Yin and yang. That's what it is. And you are more of the good side. There is darkness within you. However, you use that darkness to spark out the light, and you're more, and you tend to have more light. You spread more light, and you are light. The Angel of Faith. Angel Prince of the West. Angel of Eternal Love. Archangel Michael. angel of power. Angel of reconciliation. Archangel Raphael. You have a lot in common with these angels, and not only that, but the thing is that you know what pain is like, again, and you have faith in everyone. You have faith in your friends. You have faith in your family, even if it's dysfunctional, whether or not it's dysfunctional. And the thing is that all of this stuff is you have a lot of eternal love in you, and you use that as power and strength, and you use your love to bring justice to others and to yourself. It wouldn't shock me, in all seriousness, that you haven't been really loved very much. However, you do know what love is, and you use all that pain and suffering inside of you as empowerment, and you reconcile, and you use that love and all that pain to recycle into love. You know what I mean? And so you see the goodness in people. You see the light in people, and you make sure that always shines. And it could make them a little narcissistic. It could spark their ego. I'll tell you that. But the thing is that you're trying to encourage them to do better, so that way they can become better by themselves. You're not trying to have them be better. You're very much a teacher to them. You're a wonderful spiritual teacher, and also protector of all the energies and all the people around you. And the thing is that's very much needed, because a lot of people who feel insecure do not feel protected. They don't feel protected from the pain of life. They don't feel protected from the suffering that they go through, and you help ease them with your love and with your care and with your heart, and you have faith in them. That's something that they lack. You give them what they don't have, and that's extremely, extremely needed these days. Flirt, extend your lightened heart energy, okay? True love. Deception. Release your ex. It's safe for you to love. Free yourself. Make the effort. This is not just what you give to others, but this is the information that you share. You do want them to release the strife, and you'd say, hey, you know what, just flirt around. And even though these are relationship things and relationship cards, you really teach them, and you show you're really good at pulling off the mask at narcissists. You can identify and sniff a narcissist from a mile away, and flirt. That means of course we know what that means romantically, but in this context, you are spreading your energy and your love with everyone else, and that's something that's very much needed. The love does need to be spread, even because I mean, like, even maybe even not just love, but just like some form of care or like encouragement. I've been talking to somebody, not romantically or anything, but the thing is that a lot of she was not used to compliments. She was used to compliments, but not about like her and her character. And the thing is that my ex bestie, that's kind of how she was treated. It's like she was treated. She was sort of seen as a booty call, even though I swear to God, I mean, like, she was one of the best people ever that you can ever meet. And the thing is that you know how to identify these people, and the thing is that even though it brings your strife, all these negative and fake people that you've gone through, whether if it's and the fake people can even be family members. It's not exclusive to romantic people. There are people who just are just there, don't do anything, don't say anything, and don't do their part, and ergo, you know what it's like to basically be isolated and dismissed. And you know how to identify people who are fake. You know how to spread love. You know how to make the effort. And the thing is that you help people, encourage. You teach them these things. You teach them how to flirt. You teach them what true love is. You teach them how to release the fake people in their lives, and how to identify the fake people in their lives, and how to make efforts. Not a lot of people just sometimes become lazy, and because they're too scared of how it's going to make them feel. But the thing is that if you keep fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting, you kind of get used to the pain. And I don't mean like in a bad way, I mean in a good way. It's like saying, okay, I know how to identify this, who cares? Out with you. You know how to get rid of them. You know how to get rid of them. You know how to get detached to the people who are not good for you. And that's what flirting around with people are. You get to see what kind of people they are, and if there's someone who's wearing a mask and just basically being narcissistic, being fake with you, or even fake with others, you teach people how that works. So you're also not just you haven't just learned a lot of stuff from life, but you share that and carry that knowledge to others, and that's very much needed knowledge, especially for like the young spirits, the youthful souls, and very I can't say that enough. This needs to be needed. I mean, like, of course that's a godsend. You're a guardian, basically. What else can I say? Okay, I hope you liked that. Thank you so very much, pile number 2. We're going to go on to pile number 3. Oh, but before we do that, deeper connection. This is another thing that you teach them. There's a beautiful aura around you today. Deep within it shines the color purple. You are so blessed, as this is your heart of a deeper connection. to spirit. Smile in the knowledge of how far you have traveled in this. Your life in order to have a true connection to your spirit guides and loved ones in spirit. That's another thing that you coach them. So you don't So I apologize for the quick thing. So I hope you didn't go yet. But yeah, keep at it. You are a wonderful mentor. Consider that as like a PS. Even though I accidentally didn't have that part of the... Yeah. Pile number 3. How are you? So... you need to know that you are a godsend. And here's why. The wheel, new beginnings, end of delays. 4 of Ariel, when you give, you also receive. I actually see where this is going. The moon, the opportunity to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition and guidance. Okay, I like what I'm seeing here. 6 of Ariel, material needs get fulfilled in magical, unexpected ways. Acts of kindness. 9 of Raphael, make a wish. Dreams become reality. Epiphany, joy through spiritual growth. 5 of Gabriel, challenge you can resolve with the draw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. You know what? These first 2, especially the last one, you know what this all implies? Pile number 3? Karma. You know karma like the back of your hand, and you are so aware of karma. You actually fear karma. You know that, and including like the moon here too. You do know that even that there are new beginnings, and every end is a new beginning. And if you've been mistreated, something wonderful, the bad stuff that's happened to you in the past, the good stuff is finally coming. And the thing is that that is just so amazing. You're a godsend because not only that, but you bring good karma to people. You bring good karma even to yourself. You are a huge breath of fresh air for the people around you. And that's absolutely true. Don't deny that. You're a breath of fresh air, and you really help you know what karma is, and your presence feels like a new beginning. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's like, again, a breath of fresh air. You make people feel just wonderful, like they feel relieved. They feel relieved around you. And that is so amazing. And you empower them. You help them overcome the negative energies and the negative thoughts that they have endured. You're like you know how to recycle bad energies into good energies. You are negative energy repellent, basically. That is amazing. Archangel Uriel, the divine light shines from within. I am eternal, radiant, loving, and wise. Yeah, you are pile number 3. Guardian angel of maturity. The angel of the miracle of love. Angel of harmony. I live in harmony when I am. Oh, yeah. Angel of knowing. Guardian angel of young love. Guardian angel of young adults. I'm getting this sense. This seems very motherly. The miracle of love, harmony, young love, young adults. Like, you know the struggles of life. Not every struggle, of course, but you've been through the struggles of life in your own way. And the thing is that you know how to love, and you know how to teach that to youngins. You know what young love is. You know what young adults go through, and also you help encourage that, because what do young adults always look for? They always look for that excitement and those new beginnings. And the thing is that you help, even if no matter what age that your friends or your peers or your associates are, you know how to make them feel young. You know how to make them feel like they're like something's been reborn, or they've been reborn. And that is very, very rare. You know how to bring harmony to their lives. You know the miracles of love. You know how to bring love to their lives. And that is something not many people know how to do. You are very, very special, and that is a God-sent power. That's a very angelic power. You know that every relationship ends of any sort. Any relationship of any sort ends. You coach that to others, and you share your knowledge, and you also make efforts to have things become a lot better than they can be, because you know that a lot of people make mistakes. That's where the young adults and the young love comes in. Young adults and young love comes from not all cases is ignorant. Young love is innocent, I understand. The same thing with young adults. But even though they're innocent, they're also ignorant. You've been through that ignorance, and you know the miracle of love. You know the power of all this. And that stuff you spread that knowledge, and you even spread that essence. You have this youthfulness in you. You know how to make people feel like loved and love again. It's like, oh my God, you have the mentality, and or you make, not just that, it's like you make me feel like I'm 21 again, or 18. You know how to trigger their inner youth. That is wonderful. No matter what age they are, even though they've been through all this garbage, you know how to make them feel, and not just make them feel, but you revive that youthful aura around them. And even for them, that is something that's absolutely amazing. Pile number 3. Let your friends help you. Healing family issues. Wedding. Okay. Finances and career. Express your love. Getting to know each other. Let go of control issues. This is something that you actually teach them, because you had to do this yourself. Even though you may be having family issues still, or you had family issues, you know how to deal with them, and you know how to let go of them, and not let all of that just hold you back from anything that you want to do and be who you want to be. You actually let your friends help you. Your wedding, you know, you might be married, or you may or not, but the thing is that you know what love is, and that's what weddings do. It's not do, but that's what they're for. They're for people to be committed to each other. So you know what it's like to be committed, and and that's the thing about young love and young adults. They kind of have an idea of what love is, but they also don't know what commitment is like, and they're just figuring that stuff out. Not all the time, at least. They don't know what it is all the time, at least. And the thing is that you bring financial issues. You help resolve financial issues, whether if it's creating a good plan for the future, creating a good plan, helping, or even you might have some money in your pocket, and you fund for charity. You might be helping fund for your offspring's school or career. Like, you value, or maybe finances and career, maybe that's what you're doing for yourself. You're building, you know how to build. You're a builder. You're building life. You're building your life for it to be successful, or even for someone else. Again, if you have offspring, that you're doing it for them, and you know how to give and empower people. That's basically what it is. You know how to, not only do you know how to give them love, but you know how to empower them, especially back then. Here, let go of control issues. You're basically telling, and you express your love, getting to know each other. You're telling them, you know how to you know how to teach people how to, and not only teach people, but you know how to spread the knowledge and the essence of, like, if you're hurt, it doesn't faze you. It did, but you're kind of like numb to it, because it's like you figure it out. And it's like, not worth my time. I've got better things to do. You do express your love, and the thing is that let go of control issues. A lot of people, whenever they're heartbroken, they're scared to love again. I mean, that was that was with the last time with my platonic friend. She was way too scared to be intimate. She was way too scared to be romantic, at least with me. But the thing is that because I don't want to make anything up. So, but that was the thing. I could tell though that she was trying to like take control of all of these emotions and this practicality and the stuff that she grew up thinking, and you're trying to instead of like letting things go, it's like, can you just like not have all that garbage phase you and just be in the moment? And that's the thing here. You young adults and young love, that's very, very, very in the moment, innocent, intimate. But a lot of people these days just want to take control of every situation around them and make everything very predictable instead of exciting. And it's like, yeah, be cautious, but as I say, too cautious is too dangerous. Because I mean, like, let me tell you this, it's the same thing with driving. I know this is about kind of like how you're a godsend and everything, and your relationship with people. But I say this referring to drivers, and even in just in life in general. Too cautious is too dangerous. If you're way too overly cautious and you're not calm and you don't have any trust, that's a recipe for disaster. Because you're going to be very finicky, you're going to be overly things, and even with like overly cautious drivers, you know what that's like. They go like freaking 5 to 20 miles below the speed limit. Those sorts of people, instead of going through the flow of traffic, and they're just being overly cautious. But the thing is that's the thing that causes accidents. That's the thing that causes traffic jams and stuff. So that's what I'm saying. You being overly cautious creates a lot more harm than good. It might cause you may be protecting yourself from one aspect, but do you know what? You are destroying everyone else around you when you do that. So it's good to because I mean, like, some people feel very intimate with you, and they might think you're being very gracious with them, but you might be reserved, and you're not like that. I'm speaking generally, but specifically for you, you are not like that. You teach people how not to be that way. You're telling them, be cautious, but don't be reserved. And that's exactly what needs to happen. Sorry. It's never too late to say sorry. That the ability to look at yourself and recognize your actions is indeed a great thing, a lesson which we all need to conquer. Learn to apologize not only to others, but also to yourself. We all make mistakes. This is something that you teach them. It's like, what did I say? Too cautious is too dangerous. A lot of people who have that overly cautious thing, just, again, are very uptight and not very forgiving. At least towards themselves. They might be forgiving and lenient towards others, but towards themselves, they're not. And you're not like that. So why are you a godsend? You're key because you're a huge teacher. And you know how to heal people. You know how to have them go above and beyond and say, hey, every end is a new beginning. and it doesn't need to be this way all the time. You know where I'm under, you know what I mean here? So I mean, what else can I say here? Thank you so very much for watching, everybody. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe so the echoes expand.